Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone on board. Um, yes, actually, the thing which I just wanted to discuss with you people is some of the career progression options um in, for example, like Saudi Arabia, in Gulf countries, and UK, Ireland, because whatever information I have, I can share with you. First, actually, how many people, if anyone, before I just start, what I want to tell, anyone has any question, please. If anyone wants to ask any question before I speak out.
Sir, Assalamu alaikum. I have a question.
Yes,
Just to start with, what are the options for anesthetist on PAC degree MCPS in anesthesia
MCPS. Where?
in Saudi?
After 2 years, if you have MCPS, is actually 2 years diploma, and just like if anyone from Egypt is here, the master's degree of Egypt is the same, and our MS from Pakistan is the same. The the MD degree or like a DA degree from India, they are the same. Okay, it's like it is after 2 years of MCPS, it is equivalent to registrar anesthesia. Okay, and because actually, if you want to have a job in Saudi Arabia, you have to get registration from Saudi Commission for Health Specialities. So they have categories from resident, then registrar, then senior registrar, and then consultant. Okay, before anyone with some experience in relative specialty can be registered in as a resident of that specialty, but now they have changed the rule. So if anyone has got no degree or no diploma on any specialty in particular specialty, they have to appear in the exam for GP. Okay. So now that is changed now. So like for example, anyone MCPS, fresh MCPS will be registered as resident anesthesia. DA will be registered as resident anesthesia. And once 2 years are completed, then they will be eligible for registration as registrar. Okay. FCPS is senior registrar, and FCPS plus 5 years is consultant. Okay. So actually registration in Saudi Commission is different. It is just like you can say register to practice. So like GMC or IMC, or for example, Pakistan, just PMDC, or Indian Medical Council, not IMC, this one. And in any country, if you want to practice, you need to be registered. So this is one thing. So now I will finish some important things which people should know about Saudi Arabia. So the problem is that because there are if you people coming from different part of the world now, major cities in Saudi Arabia are totally saturated. So it is very difficult to come directly in Saudi Arabia in major hospital unless you have some direct contact and someone who is working over there is able to refer you for that. Okay. So because there are now I will tell you that one I told you that this resident and registrar, okay, and SR and consultant. So this is registration in Saudi Commission. But now what about the jobs? So actually the best hospital in Saudi Arabia is King Faisal Specialist Hospital. So this is uh, autonomous hospital in which is not under Actually, not it is under Ministry of Health, but it is autonomous. So number one hospital in Saudi Arabia is King Faisal. After that, there is Ministry of National Guards. So they have King Faisal. By the way, King Faisal is in Riyadh, in Medina. It is establishing, still not totally established, and Jeddah. Okay, so King Faisal is in three cities. National Guards, they have hospitals in Riyadh, Medina, Jeddah, and it is also in Al Hassa, which is it's not a very big city. Okay, and I think also in Dammam. I'm not sure because I have not visited that place. So then these are number one and number two, and then number three, of Defense, Ministry of Defense hospitals. Okay, like I am working now in Ministry of Defense hospital, we can say it is number three in category hospital in Saudi Arabia. After that, after that, there are autonomous medical cities. Like one of them I was working before was King Saud Medical City. It is Ministry of Health but autonomous. So similarly, there is King Fahad Medical City. It's also in Riyadh, and there are some autonomous medical city which are actually under Ministry of Health, but they are not under the full. Uh, can you mute? Please. This is very odd. You have to mute yourself. Okay, so like South Medical City, King Fahd there are different hospitals in this category. Then another category of hospitals is Ministry of Education. I'm writing as Ministry of Education. So there are actually these are university medical cities, but they are not under Ministry of Education. They are not autonomous. They are under Ministry of Education. One of the example is King Saud University Medical City. Okay, there are two hospitals under it: King Khalid University Hospital and King Abdulaziz Hospital. Okay, so I'm just trying to explain. And then after that, there are hospitals of Ministry of Health, which are all over Saudi Arabia. Okay, and then there are private hospitals. So this is the category of hospitals. So even Ministry of Health is better than private hospital, because in private hospitals there is a lot of obligations and everything. So coming back to your question which you asked, that any registrar position in major hospitals is very difficult to get. Okay, like and in some hospitals they name it as a little different, because there is no position for residents. Usually there is no position for residents, because it is from the Saudi Commission for Health Specialities, residents which are being rotated all over the kingdom. So these resident positions are there specifically for those people. Okay, registrar, and in some hospital they are called as assistant consultant. Okay, so actually in majority of hospitals which are big, like in King Faisal for example, the we are assistant consultant, and actually it is equivalent to registrar. Okay, but in Saudi Commission we are eligible for senior registrar. So here actually we are SR, but we are working as assistant consultant. There is no position for associate consultants for like which is there in different hospitals. Like in private hospital there is just let me tell you about senior registrar and registrar, because these are the questions which a number of people ask and actually they don't know. In Ministry of Health there is no separate position for senior registrar. So in Ministry of Health, actually, senior registrar and registrar is called as a specialist. Okay. So please, it's very distracting. Please, can you mute yourself? Okay. So in Ministry of Health, there is no position for registrar, senior registrar. So both senior registrar and registrar are called as a specialist. What we say in Arabic, Aksai. Okay. So Tabib Aksai. Resident is called as Tabib Muqim. and specialist is called as istishari. Okay, so this is just for your information. Okay, so there are a number of hospitals which don't follow Saudi Commission registration. So like King Faisal, their classification is totally different, and not anyone who is registered. Like I am registered as consultant, but I am not eligible for King Faisal. I'm not eligible for National Guards because their their eligibility criteria is different. Pay package, please. Okay, I pay package I will tell later. Just a second. Pay package is totally variable. So King Faisal, the for or National Guards, okay, the eligibility for being consultant is actually they are asking for like they have to be consultant in UK or America, okay, like in Europe or in USA, okay, as 3 years experience as consultant. So we are not eligible for that. Okay, there are only few people who are who have the, and they want actually CCST. This is another terminology which you should be knowing. It is certificate of completion of specialty training. This is in both in UK and Ireland. It is also there in different parts of Europe. US has a different system because their specialty, like when it is diplomat. So, okay, so diplomat, or in other way they call as board. So board certified, that is something else. So it's for you becoming a consultant in King Faisal or National Guards. It is either you have CCST, which is a certificate of completion of specialty training. Uh, like it has a big pathway to work in UK and Ireland. So that is after that, these hospitals which I told you, like of Ministry of Health or Ministry of Education or private hospitals, okay, they actually follow the Saudi Commission, and if you are registrar or senior registrar or consultant, they take you according to their need. Okay, so this is some basic information. Job opportunities for people who are just passing, for example, FCPS from Pakistan. Unfortunately, first of all, because before there was no system in Saudi Arabia, so people used to come here and then they got the registration. But now, as there is saturation getting on, and their system is not getting much improved, so
कौन सा चैप्टर
nobody,
इम्यून सिस्टम
this is very irresponsible. I request all of you to mute yourself. Thank you. Till the time you are not registered in Saudi Commission, the job opportunities are like totally impossible. So first of all, you have to apply for Dataflow. Okay, and then when the Dataflow report is done, then you will have to go to Momaris. There is a website where you will write Momaris Plus, and then you will make account for Dataflow for Saudi Commission for health specialities. And usually for people from Pakistan, or it is true for anyone, like one will be MBBS, then the second will be either MCPS or FCPS or whatever specialty you have anywhere. And then third will be the medical council registration. For example, Pakistan, PMDC. And another thing is that your degree should be entered in medical council. So similarly, if you are registered in anywhere, this is, I'm trying to tell for any other country as well, the same MBBS, the specialty degree, and the current experience. Okay, so this is 4 papers you need to be verified from Dataflow, and then you will make an account in Momaris Plus, and after that they will give you an eligibility number. Okay, eligibility number, and then you will have an exam of prometric. This prometric exam will be for resident or registrar or senior registrar. Okay, for consultant, there will be a different system which will be an interview. For resident, registrar, and senior registrar, there is prometric exam. Okay, And this prometric exam is actually MCQs, 200 MCQs, and you have to get more than, I think, 65% to 70%, okay, to pass it. It's just like for how this exam is, it is, you can say, like any American based MCQs. MCQs and like you Brian books like Brian Hall, okay, and Lippincott MCQs, or this one co- comprehensive, and there is some pool, previous pools you can follow, because there is a lot of repetition which is being done in this exam. I can just show you the link, just a second. So if you are opening this link, and if you go to the books and then MCQs world, and you will find Prometric MCQs pool. Actually, whatever pools I find, I have just put it here. There are a number of pools, and there is a lot of repetition, okay? And because this is not a true book, so you will find a lot of errors in this, but there is no other option. You just have to bear with it, okay? So this was a good source. Somebody just compiled uh, this source. You can see, because I'm sorry, I'm be a little distracted. I share this link with everyone. Okay, so this is for prometric exam, and then you will be registered. You will get the classification. Okay, so once you get the classification, then you can apply to different hospitals for the jobs. For consultant, actually there is an interview. Okay, interview exam, and actually this is you can say around 50 minutes with totally practical scenarios. Practical, it's not an academic viva. um, Totally practically oriented. And like for example, I'm just giving you example. It will be total, I again repeat, like they are not getting into any academic details. Like they will be saying you have a patient with rheumatoid arthritis coming for elective cholecystectomy. So how will you evaluate the patient, and how will prepare? So you are not going to tell the disease pathology of rheumatoid arthritis. You will be telling that you will be evaluating that there are chances with airway, and there are chances with multisystemic involvement, side effects of the medication patient is taking. So you will be having liver function test, liver renal function test, echo, restrictive lung disease pattern, maybe they are difficult airway. So you will be evaluating airway thoroughly. So I'm just giving you example. And their question will be, how will you, what will be the challenges? They will be expecting you to tell awake fiber optic, how to do awake fiber optic, things like that, because they are totally practical oriented. Details can be provided if anyone wants. You are free to ask. Okay, so this is the overview of how to get jobs here. Unfortunately, because usually the MOH jobs are totally in periphery. So because if you are talking about Saudi Arabia, only three major cities are worth living: Riyadh, Jeddah, and triplet of Dammam, Khubar, and Dehran. So this is actually one city. Rest of the cities, they are a little better, where maybe you will be finding schools will be Abha and Qasim and Taif. There are maybe some school, but otherwise, even in people, of course, because of religious concern, Medina everyone likes, but there is no. I don't think so. There is any school in which our community people can study. So this is a big problem. Same is true for Makkah. Same is true for a number of cities. So if you are coming there, you will not find. And then another problem is that you always have a transit flight. There will be no direct flight. So transit flight means as if you are coming from Europe. So this is a big problem. Then you have to find for anything related to embassy, you will have to travel. So there are so many problems which you will face if you are not in three of the major cities. So it's a big problem. Then inflation has affected Saudi Arabia like any other part of the world. So it's not like as it was before. So things are extremely expensive, and life has totally different now. People used to think they will come and they will save everything, but now it's very difficult. Another thing, the big problem, if you are coming after MCPS, because Azhar, you asked that coming to as MCPS, the problem, there is no career progression if you are coming after MCPS, or if you are coming like for any Egyptian is listening to this thing, you will not be able to become consultant ever. You will always be registered as a registrar. So this is a big problem. Okay, there is no career progression. A lot of people ask about FCPS training in Saudi Arabia. So there is a big, big, big. I'm writing at least 10 times. There is big cross. Now it is not possible because people think that there will be some training positions and they will apply there and for that training position. Before it was happening, but Saudi Commission does not accept people who are doing the training in Saudi Arabia. So even if they are, maybe their training will be recognized in anywhere else than Saudi Arabia. So after that, for example, if someone has done MCPS and doing training here, this training will not be recognized in Saudi Commission, and they will never be promoted. So they will remain as registrar. Their training will never be accepted. So if they are MCPS, they will always remain. So don't, whosoever is listening, if anyone has any ambition to do the training, thank you very much. It's not possible. Even if you have a supervisor, before there was a mechanism by which you can become a supervisor and then you can do the registration, and a lot of people have done in past, but their training is not recognized by Saudi Commission. I am repeating again and again. So don't no question about doing training in Saudi Arabia now. Okay. So this is a big problem if anyone is thinking to pursue his career for FCPS training. Okay, so even before, there used to be a people who are doing Arab board. They used to accept their training, but now even they have closed this Arab board. So now even those people, they are not able to do it. Training for Saudi board is again a big cross. It's not for expatriates. There is a fellowship program. They are only I know one hospital which is cardiac, and there a number of people are doing Saudi fellowship. A number of people who this, because in our country we called it as second fellowship. Okay, they called it as subspecialty fellowship. The main FCPS, they called it as board. So the Saudi Board of Anesthesia, they have 5 years training. Okay, and then they have this 2 years fellowship, where in only one hospital, actually the same hospital where I'm working, there is a separate cardiac department there, and the people who are working there, they after 2 years they consider them if there is no Saudi candidate coming, so they take it. So there is a chance, if you are working there for 3-4 years, there is a chance that you will be able to get the fellowship. So actually, it is useless for us because it will only give it as a specialty consultant, because FCPS already can make you eligible for registration as consultant after 5 years. Okay, so I will focus, because I was thinking to discuss some other point, but I think my focus mainly will be for Saudi Arabia. In any other Gulf country, UAE or Kuwait or Bahrain or Oman. These are the countries where Pakistani people are going. They all are considered as a registrar or specialist. Okay. They are not eligible for consultant. Okay. So if I ask this question to any of people, the holy cows, the big guns of Saudi, our College of Physicians and Surgeons, chronic post surgical pain, not College of Physicians Surgeons Pakistan. I called it chronic post-surgical pain. Apology if someone from CPSP is listening to me, but I don't care because they have not done anything. All the eligibilities are done before, and unfortunately, nothing has been done to recognize our degrees in other parts of Gulf. So always they are specialist. They can never be consultant. So it is never advisable to pursue anywhere else than Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia is the only place where you can become a consultant. Otherwise, you will remain specialist. So and the system usually is the same: data flow, then registration, and then you can apply. And there is very little chance of getting jobs because majority of these jobs usually it's being taken by UAE. Majority are Indians and Egyptians. Other nationalities are also there, but majority of them are there. And same is true for Bahrain and Kuwait. So I don't think so there are too much job opportunities. Recently, few years ago, there was a lot of people who were taken to Kuwait, but it was COVID era, and there was some deficiency which was created because there a lot of Indians were sent back from Kuwait. So that's what I know. I'm not sure. Maybe if I tell something wrong, apology. But that's what I know, that there was in between there was a period. A lot of people from Pakistan were taken, and actually there were a lot of people who were not has not they have not completed their exam. They were taken, but that was an exception, and that was only for a specific period of time. And I don't think so there will be too much opportunities now. So like any other, and like if anyone has any questions related to Saudi Arabia, I can explain to it, because European countries I will cover in, I think, in other, or if you want to ask any question, please, you are welcome. Vanita, you want to ask anything? Because
Yes, sir.
yes, it's nice to see you out of King Saud Medical City.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah,
I just joined actually. I want to attend from beginning, but I just joined.
yes, I will tell few words with reference to UK Ireland later on. Anyone from anyone have any question, please, before I go to finish my discussion.
Sir, what you said about pain fellowship, you should do or you should not do what you said?
Pain fellowship?
The CPSP, chronic pain.
No. This is something else. This is actually this is something which should only remain. I'm actually this is related to our college. Okay, because we
Okay,
have a
okay,
lot of
okay.
objections. You will also have some objections with your college. So same is true for us. So instead of college saying it College of Physicians and Surgeons Pakistan, I have changed the abbreviation to chronic post surgical pain. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
So this is only a sarcastic comment. So please,
Okay.
anyone else want to ask any question, then I will tell few words about UK Ireland, and then we will finish. Yes, Naima, you want to ask anything? Your mic is unmute. No questions. No one wants to ask anything. Yes. Yes, Fahad.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Yes, Fahad.
Uh, Sir, I was actually confused that I have done recently. I have done MCPS.
Yes.
So I have done OAT. So I
Okay.
was thinking about moving to Ireland or UK. I want to apply for PLAB or anything. So what do you think? We should go for that for PLAB, or we should
Hmm.
just opt for Ireland? What is the best option for
Yes, I
this
will
time?
talk, because actually if I will request you, because this session was mainly focusing on Saudi Arabia, and if you want to have some more details, you can find here in the playlist. Okay, I'm just you can see it here. You will find a playlist of counseling, career counseling. Okay, so I have discussed
Yes,
in,
sir. Thank you.
you will find it here. You see career counseling. So I will suggest you to just spare some time to have a look here. But usually, so now because the question is not coming towards uh, Saudi Arabia, so I will move to what I wanted to tell about UK, Ireland. Uh, for the people who have done MBBS from Pakistan after 2008, actually press exam is exempted. Okay, so you just need IELTS of band 6.5 each. This is true for anyone who wants to apply. So there are a list of exemption for press. I'm talking about Ireland to start with, and then I will tell about UK. So 6.5 each and 7 overall. Okay. And other option, of course, is OET. So this is one thing. For exemption of press, either you need to do press or you have this special category in which you will be exempted from press. Otherwise, what will happen that you will have to appear. The other exams which will give you exemption will be MCAI plus FCAI. Okay, or I'm not sure about other exemptions. They you will find a list of exemptions of Irish Medical Council on the basis of any postgraduate qualification. Okay, so actually just someone sent me a message. I will try to show to you. Uh, just give me a few minutes. So I will come back. Actually, the thing is that the people who don't know about the system in UK, Ireland, in our country, actually we do at first of all, we have an eligibility to appear in the training. This is one for us. Then we usually pass the part one, and then we do specific training 2 years or 4 years, and then we pass the exam. And then we are consulted. Okay, this is system in Pakistan or maybe in India as well. So you are doing either MCPS or you are doing MS or you are doing FCPS or you are doing DA. Our system is like that. This is called as exit qualification. Okay, so you have to understand this basic difference. Otherwise, you cannot understand the system of UK, Ireland. So this is one thing. Step number one. Step number two is that in UK, Ireland, the system is that exam is different and training is different. There is no relationship between exam and training. Okay, mind it. So exams, there are so many exams. FRCA for UK, FCAI for Ireland, FCI and FRCA is primary and final. Okay. Similarly, this is part of MCAI and then FCAI. Okay. And then there are so many other exams. European Diploma in Anesthesia and ICU, European Diploma in Regional Anesthesia, European Diploma in Intensive Care, European Diploma in Pain Management. Okay. And there are some Royal College exams for for ICU. Similarly, there is fellow faculty of pain medicine, something like that. These are all exams. This is just like you are testing your knowledge, and that's it. They have nothing to do with becoming a consultant. For becoming a consultant, first of all, they will evaluate you whether you are eligible in their standards. So you need recommendations when you go there. Immediately, the Boris Johnson or Irish Prime Minister will not come in the airport to receive you and take it to your training system. No, neither they announce any training positions and you will apply and you will no, nothing. You have, first of all, you will have to enter in their system. You will get a job by getting GMC or IMC, and then if they consider you, maybe in UK there is a system that you can enter in the training. Okay, so usually their training is 7 years for UK. Okay, so if they accept you, then maybe if you have done FCPS, for example, or MCPS or whatever, maybe your some of the training will be exempted depending on your situation. But usually You can think, because whosoever goes to UK or Ireland, the biggest degree is passport. Okay, so whosoever goes there for passport, he has to spend 6 to 7 years. So it doesn't matter you get the training in first year or 2 years or 3 years. It doesn't matter actually much. Once you are there, you have to spend 6 to 7 years. In that time, you will get the passport. And if you are good enough to satisfy them, and you are competing with the people over there, there is no guarantee, by the way. Either you are going to Ireland or you are going to UK. There is no guarantee that you will get the training. Yes, you can get it in UK. In Ireland, actually, until recently, training was banned. Nobody can get the training, proper training, which is governed by the College of Anesthetists. Okay, so in Ireland, actually, it is, I'm not sure, maybe they have opened it again. There was some court case or something like that. So I think they have opened it, but otherwise, there is another pathway which is common both in UK and Ireland, that is equivalence pathway. Okay, that is equivalence pathway, and it is called as Certificate of Equivalence of Specialty Registrar, in which you are fulfilling their requirements. They're like you will send the papers that I'm this one XYZ, and I have this much experience, I have this. So they will evaluate your papers and they will tell you, okay, you need to do 6 months rotation in this one, 6 months rotation in this one. They will give you a program, but this will not be governed by the college. Okay, so first step will be that you will have to get a job in different hospitals where will have you are able to do the rotations. Okay, so maybe if you are working in the major hospital, maybe you will be able to get the rotations, maybe one rotation or two rotation or three rotations, till the time you don't finish your rotations, which is equivalent to their college, their candidates. They, after that, they will give you equivalence, and then you will be entered in specialty registrar of Irish Medical Council. Before that, if anyone is working there, everyone will be general medical, not journal. I'm sorry, journal category, journal division. Okay, like me and many people like me are registered with IMC. I am registered with IMC. I never worked there, but I am just retaining just in case of any whenever I want to go, I can go. But my category is general division. So anyone who is getting any exemption, okay, any exemption, will be getting a job as registrar. Okay, there is no differentiation between like anyone who will be getting a job. If he has less experience, they will take it as SHO, and if they have some more experience, they will take it as registrar. But till the time you are not able to fulfill their requirement, you will be registrar. Like I have so much degrees and experience and everything. If I go there, I will start my job as registrar. Yes, maybe with my profile, maybe I will have more opportunities to get job, but actually I will be registrar. So that is the problem, that if you are like going in early part of your career, or if you have not done much of the degrees, then maybe it is like you don't have too much options. So similarly, if someone has already got a lot of experience, it is difficult to work as a registrar again for 6 to 7 years. So, but that's it. That's their system. We have to follow. If I want to become a consultant in Ireland, I will have to go there and I will have to complete their rotations for 6 to 7 years. And this is true for anyone who is going there. The problem is that I'm already having some future. Okay. The people who go directly, like the person who asked this, Fahad, you were asking this question. So if you will go there, you will be a registrar, and there is no guarantee that you will be able to finish the. Yes, you can, but I'm telling you that there is no guarantee that you will be able to finish the rotations in time. Maybe there is a lot of competition for some of the rotations, and maybe people are not able to get it for 3, 3, 4 years. Okay, so that's a problem. But of course, there is a chance. So at the end of the day, you will get the Caesar, and you will become a consultant in Ireland. Okay, so this is the system over there. Same is true for UK. But
सॉरी
in
सर आपको
UK,
डिस्टर्ब
yes.
सॉरी सर आपको डिस्टर्ब करूं, मैं थोड़ा सा लेट ज्वाइन किया था। सर ये
No,
आयरलैंड वाला आपने सीजर
can you speak
पाथवे।
out in English? Can you speak out in English?
Yes sir, I can speak in English. Sorry I'm disturbing you. Were you telling the whole alternative pathway for the specialist register for Ireland?
Yes, I'm just briefly telling that we have to do a
Okay.
specific rotation in their requirement, okay? And only then you can apply for specialty registrar. It's not easy to get
Yes, it's
in
not easy,
specialty
yeah.
registrar. Okay, so this is
Yeah.
one thing. For UK, actually, why I say that UK is better. There are some major differences. In UK, you can do locum jobs as registrar anywhere. In Ireland, you cannot do locum unless you are Irish citizen. Okay, so you have to do the locum only in the hospital where are you working. So maybe there are more opportunities to earn in UK than Ireland. This is one thing. Then they consider more years for FCPS. If you have done FCPS training, maybe they will consider more years of training. And if you want to enter their training system, maybe you will have to get training for less time as compared to Ireland. So there is a chance that you can get the training. For Caesar pathway, again, I just, because I never tried for it, so I don't know exactly. But there are specific eligibilities, competencies you need to be signed by the consultant with whom you are working. Okay, so it's all your chance, your luck, and your hard effort. There are so many people, like a number of people who are from Pakistan who did FCPS. Immediately they go to UK, they get very good hospitals, and then they become even a lot of people have become consultant on the basis of Caesar. This, what I told you, this certificate of equivalence of specialty registrar. And Vanita and many people who are from different part of the world, if you want to go there, I will just, because a number of people are from India and other countries are listening to me. If you want to go to UK or Ireland, first of all, you will need to have either their licensing exam, or you will have to appear in any exam which will give you exemption from their licensing exam. It may be any exam like FRCA or FCI or EDA or whatever. Okay, then you will be registered in general division, and then you will compete for the job as registrar or SHO according to your experience. And after that, the training will be the second, and there will be no guarantee. This is the problem. There is no guarantee that you will be able to get the training. So that is the thing which you, but of course, when you are there, if you will have to trust your capabilities, that you will be able to satisfy them, you will be able to adjust in their system, and then you will have a lot of opportunities. But as early you go to UK, Ireland in your career, or as it will be better for you. As late you go, it will be problem. But again, people who are in Pakistan, there is a lot of terrible thing going on. I'm using maybe a little hard word, that people are from, that's why I call it College of Physician Surgeons. I call it chronic pain surgical pain, because there are people who are going to UK or Ireland on exchange program, and they are doing their 2 years training, and people think that it is very good. But what is happening now? What happening is that a number of people who go there for 2 years training after intermediate module, the problems there, the problems that you will waste at least 1 year, because you will be in third year of your training. So definitely you will have to work for 2 years there. Then there is an obligation that you have to come back to Pakistan. So that's another problem. Then if you are not interested to complete, a number of people leave FCPS and they just pass FCAI after MCAI, and then uh, they are not able to finish the FCPS. So this is a big problem. So I request all of you who think that CPSP is doing something out of the world. Actually, this is only to support Irish system. People from Pakistan, they are not getting anything out of it, because once you finish your FCPS, you can go directly to Ireland only with because you will have exemption from press on the basis of FCPS, and then you can enter in the Irish system. Okay, so there is no problem. If anyone wants to go to Ireland, wants to get in their training system, it is advisable to finish their FCPS and then go. Going for 2 years training is useless. Yes, if you want to go only for 2 years and come back to Pakistan, that is exception. But if you want to stay there, you want to get the passport, you want to become a consultant there, it is a stupid way to go before it for 2 years and then come back and then finish the requirement, the binding, and then go back again. I don't think so. It is a wise thing, and that is a big conflict between my ideas and what CPSP is selling, unfortunately. And nobody will tell these things, and nobody will ask these questions, because people are so impressed. They will have tears in their eyes. Oh, CPSP is sending us to Ireland. Oh my God, they are great, but actually they are not great. They are not doing anything because why? There is no preference to, after they get 2 years training over there, there is no advantage. They will have to come back, and then only they can go back to finish their. There is not much of the benefit you will be getting. Actually, you will be disturbed. You will go there and then you will come back again and you will go back. So if you want to go to Ireland, don't opt for this pathway. To finish your FCPS and then go. Time is money. Why you are doing 1 year extra training? Why? This is my big question. Why you are wasting your time? Because at least 1 year you will waste, because you will finish 2 years training, then you will pass IMM, then you will apply, then you will get the training, you will get the visa, 1 year will be gone. And then you will again do the 2 years training. So this doesn't make any sense. This is useless. This is only to support Irish system. It has no benefit to Pakistani people if they want to come back. This is a strong message. Okay. So, but for the people from other part of the world, if you want to go there, because things are now different. Before, FCPS was getting exemption from GMC, and we only have to do OET or IELTS. So recently, FCPS has been excluded. So and now FCPS is not getting eligibility for GMC. Okay. So now you have to do any exam as mentioned. Okay. So for my friends from India and other parts, if you want to go, like you are, Vanita, you are doing this EDA, you finish your EDA, get your GMC, go there, stay there, and then you will get the training. There is always a chance, of course, but I again repeat, there is no 100% guarantee. You will have to struggle. You will have to express yourself. You will have to prove your worth there, and then you will be able to get the training. So that is what I think. For Fahad K, I answered your question. So if you are talking about MCPS, forget about MCPS. Yes, another message, please. I am requesting Dr. Munawwar and Dr. Zishan and any people who are there in Pakistan, young age people. No person who is young, there should be strict ban on the people who are young and they are not belonging to a small town of Pakistan, and they don't have any other family obligation which can limit them to move to other place. They should not do MCPS. MCPS has no future, believe me, because when you have a superior degree, if you go for a small thing at young age, actually you are blocking your career. It is useless. I strongly request all of you to spread this message at young age without any reason. Please don't destroy your career. Don't try to get a shortcut just to that MCPS has no entry exam. You just enter in it. And after 2 years, you find that you have no worth, unfortunately. Nothing taking away from the people who have done it. Everyone has got different circumstances. But if someone is only trying to enter it as a shortcut, that he will get a job, he will become a consultant and he will move to Saudi Arabia and earn a lot of money. I'm sorry. After a few years, I don't think so there will be any job for MCPS, because there are so many FCPS now that there will be no chance for MCPS, and there is so much saturation going on, because like How many people will be accommodated? Maybe it is true for anesthesia that maybe people are still getting opportunities, but for other specialties, it is always curtain. There is no chance for any other specialty people to get in major cities. So there will be a very rare exception if someone is getting job in Saudi Arabia in major hospital in other specialty than anesthesia or ICU. There is no jobs for other specialties. That's I'm getting you a surety. Okay. So that's what I wanted to tell. Any questions, please? Yes, Fahad, you want to ask anything? Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Actually, I was saying that I have done MCPS already. I was confused about I should go for PLAB or I should just go for IMC registration. I have recently done OET.
Very
So
good.
now
Easy way.
I have
Easy
no
way.
other
I'm
option.
for going. If you want an easy way, you go for IMC. But when you go there after finishing either FCI or PLAB, you can go from Ireland to UK. If you have done, for example, OET, now you have to appear in PLAB. If you can sustain, because the problem, what is the problem? I can understand the financial and economic situation in Pakistan. It is very difficult. If you don't have any financial problem, then of course you should go to UK, because UK is much better than Ireland. But if you have any problems, it is better to go to to Ireland, because for that you don't need much of the things. Even you don't need to, people are doing for IMC, they are doing OET. Actually, it is useless. Getting a 6.5 band in IELTS is much easier than OET. OET will be definitely difficult as compared to IELTS 6.5 or 7 overall. Okay. So my advice for you will
Thank you, sir.
be, yes, what is the best for those who have already done MCPS and are having 5 years experience post qualification and are mid 40s? As in Pakistan, we are not paid enough. Life is very hectic here. The person who has asked me, I will tell you that if you are graduate of from Pakistan after 2008, the easiest way is to do IELTS and get IMC registration and go to Ireland. Maybe you will get a job. But any other part of the world, Saudi Arabia, unfortunately, it will be a big chance for you if you get a job, because there is so much saturation. Okay. I hope I answered your question.
Sir, can you please shed some light on the benefits of FCPS regarding, for example, if somebody has done his MCI, is about to do his FCI?
Mirza, on bag, because you know my answer, but I will still answer to you. There are some people who think that if they will go directly land in Ireland, they will have the opportunity to get a training. Remember one thing, I am consultant in Saudi Arabia only on the basis of FCPS. There is no replacement for a proper specialty training, which is where, of course, there are a lot of questions about how you are getting training, but at least you get a degree after a hard earned 4 years. Okay. So there is no comparison. If you are in Pakistan, or even if you want to go to Ireland or UK, again, my answer is the same. You should finish your FCPS and then you should move. So there are FCPS a lot of worth. Okay. At least in Saudi Arabia, you can become consultant. Even in Gulf, yes, I'm trying to tell you the best, of course, but still, even if you are a specialist in UAE, you will learn a lot. Even if you are a specialist in Oman or Kuwait, you will learn a lot. Of course, we have to go for the better and better and better, and you should always try for the best. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because unfortunately, nobody tells that, like the word which I told, that it should be haram for a young person to do MCPS. It's not less than a haram. What I see, so many people doing MCPS, young age people, I want to hit them with a stick, because they are destroying their career. If at young age, yes, for women it is different. For family, if there is some there will be exceptions. But if a person is doing only because he is preparing for FCPS part 1 in a terrible way, and he is not able to pass, and now he is trying to escape and get a registration in MCPS, this is should be strictly prohibited. But because the supervisors, they are sleeping, unfortunately, they will never guide you. They will be very happy, say, oh, we need people to work. They will never tell these things because I don't have any conflict of interest. So I will tell you the reality. Okay. So thank you, all of you. Any other question, please? Any other point, please? Any other comment? Yes, Fahad.
Sir, actually, I very much thank you. You have cleared all of queries in our mind. But one thing I want to ask, if in place of PLAB, if we just go for primary FRCA or like this, it can also exempt PLAB. So what do you think,
My
we should
dear,
go for primary FRCA or final?
my dear,
Yes.
remember one thing. Have you tried to speak in British accent? You will
No.
vomit. You will not be able to speak out in British accent. Okay. So primary FRCA is hell of an exam. I'm not saying that you cannot pass it, but primary
Yes,
FRCA is, I'm using the word hell of an exam. Till the time you are not in their system, it is very difficult for to pass a primary FRCA. Okay. If you
okay,
are
sir.
MCPS, if you are MCPS and you even half, no, not even half. If you spend even quarter of attention to FCPS part 1, you will pass FCPS part 1 and you can do the training. So primary FRCA is a different ball game. Don't think that primary FRCA is primary. It is PhD. It's not so easy, my dear. So yes.
Okay, sir, I got your answer. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want to go to Ireland or UK, the easiest exam is PLAB. Believe me, the easiest exam will be PLAB. But if you have this opportunity, that if you don't want to spend a lot of money, you just go to Ireland, go the registration and keep your preparation. Once you are in Ireland,
Okay, sir.
it will be easier for you to appear in these exams. Okay. So then you can
Okay, sir,
easily switch your train. Okay.
yes, sir. Actually, my OIT has been done in November. So
Mhm.
it will expire in 2 years, and also the PLAB is replacing by UK MLA.
Mhm.
So that's why I was thinking that I should go
My,
for
my
IMC.
suggestion will be get your registration in IMC and go there. And whatever you want to go there,
Okay,
even, once you are in Ireland, maybe it will be easier for you to pass primary FRCA or maybe MCI, FCI. Okay. It will be easier because you will be there. If you work a little hard, you can easily pass those exams. It's not, remember one thing. Some people ask me to ask about different exams. Believe me, I swear to God, even in FCI exam, thyroid gland is in the neck and it is secreting thyroid hormones. Believe me. And believe me, it was same since our MBBS. In MBBS first year, even thyroid gland was in the neck and it was secreting thyroid hormones. It has never changed. So it will never change. Okay. So don't
okay,
think that
sir.
physiology will be changed, pharmacology will be changed, anatomy will be changed. Do you know there is very little anesthesia in anesthesia exams? All of the things are basic sciences. So basic sciences never change. Only the difference between the international exams and our exam is that maybe our exam is not that much organized. It is very difficult, but it is not that much methodical. The Irish exam or British exam, they will be following a pattern, a very, very strict pattern. They are following a very, very strict guidelines based. They are not, there is, I did not find anyone holding this Manhus Morgan in UK. I was there for at least I spent 1 week with around 90 people who were appearing in FRC. A number of people were there who are there in UK for many, many years. I never saw anyone holding this bloody stupid Morgan, but people are worshipping in Pakistan. What can I do? Because when our holy supervisor will say, please read Morgan and McHale, so how can I break that shutter? Okay, so if you want to appear in an international exam, you just have to trust yourself. You just have to make yourself methodical. You just have to read the latest guidelines articles, and you can pass any exam. Even I'm not discouraging that you cannot pass primary FRC, but it will be really difficult. I have seen many people who passed
No,
the
sir.
written part,
Actually,
but OSCE was difficult.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, the problem with me was that I was appointed in some periphery hospital. So I was not able to learn or do some help of some seniors or supervisors. I was not getting some guidelines or like this. And also I am little, you can say, away from the knowledgeable. Matlab, I want to say that I cannot pursue my training or my
Yes,
how to say
my dear,
polish my skills and
my
CVS
dear
skills.
brother, I'm not sure from where did you get the link. I am there for everyone round the
Okay.
clock. Okay, and why I'm talking this, because when
It is a
I
great
receive
opportunity, sir.
messages, no, I when I receive messages, a number of messages, sir, I want today I receive a message, sir, I want to do FCPS training in Saudi Arabia. So I was puzzled what to tell. There are so many people
Okay.
who tell me, who ask me this question, and I cannot bring out my hands through the mobile and say the namaste of India, that please don't even think of it, and just recite Surah Falak and Nas, and have, or any, if you are Indian, any om shanti om, so just to bring out shaitan from you, because these are terrible ideas. Okay, so a number of people
Yes,
who
I
are not able to pass MCPS exam, they are asking me, sir, we want to pass some international exam. What the hell? There will be no advantage. You cannot eat Swedish before meal. You have to eat the meal, and only after that you can eat Swedish. So these exams are just like Swedish. So the answer to the question to Mirza, my dear sweet brother Mirza, on that, these exams are just like a sweet dish. If you have not done the basic training, basic exam, you are nothing. Okay. That is good or bad. You have to tolerate it, because we don't have any other option. Okay. If you do, we don't have any other option. When in that one in hand is better than two in bush. Okay.
Right, sir. Sir, just another question for Fahad was saying primary FRCA. Sir, isn't ADAIC the easiest to pass? Because primary FRCA is like the
Dear,
most difficult exam that I've studied.
Mirza, on the problem is that you cannot appear in EDIC unless you are FCPS, or unless you have passed FCI, for example. Okay, so you cannot appear in EDA with our qualification. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so thanks a
okay,
lot,
sir.
all of you. Thanks a lot, all of you, for listening. I am there for everyone, and my aim is only to and this system, how can this system change? This system can only change if whatever you come to know, you spread it to others. This is the only way. Unfortunately, even if we have some information, we don't bother to tell. And you know what explanation we get? He is the one, he should ask. So no, it's not like that. If you know something, you should knock the doors and tell, so that if your brother or your sister is in trouble, or maybe the path who or he or she is taking is going to harm. If I were in Pakistan, I would have hit the young people who are going for MCPS, and please spread this message, unless you have strong compulsion. Then last thing, supervisors, you should keep an, I'm using a wrong word, but that's a reality. You should keep an eye on your supervisors. Your supervisors are not just to keep a rod in their necks. You have to keep itching them. You have to keep asking questions to them. They cannot do anything. They cannot escape. The maximum they can do, they can become angry at you, but if you keep on itching them, they will have to answer to you. Remember one thing. Yes, maybe you will be under hot waters, you will have more extra duties. But if you keep on asking questions, after a little bit of studies, your supervisor will have to answer to you, because he is not becoming supervisor on gunpoint. Our people, I receive these messages from very senior people oh, Dr. Zishan, we don't find any supervisors. So, and these supervisors, they are not getting any package or any salary for doing the supervision. So we should not ask them accountable. I can just only salute to them, because this is the reason of the condition state of affairs in Pakistan at the moment, because nobody is interested in getting accountable. The supervisors, they are enjoying a very respectable position. They are snubbing miskin males, and they are doing but I am sorry, but this is a reality. They are enjoying a lot of things. Okay, so they cannot escape only by saying that residents are not kids, they have to learn by themselves. That's what I learned, listen from people, and I cannot do anything. They are my seniors, they are my colleagues, maybe they are not interested. They are not spending even minutes on their residents. Only photographic supervisors, taking pictures, putting on Facebook, serving the humanity. They are supervisors. If I were as got a chance, I would be very strict at them, because they are not doing justice. They are it's totally unfair, but unfair from your side as well, because you people don't ask. You people are not interested in excelling, because it is better for you to keep silent, be backbenchers. But my dear, this is not class 5 that you can become a backbencher and escape. This is serious business. This is your career. This is your earning. Whole of your family is dependent on you. So if you will do disaster, and you will think that someday someone will come, open your head and put something poor inside your head, it will not happen. It's a two-way traffic. Yes, supervisors, I blame them, because the supervisors should be like parents. Parents don't leave their kids even if they are not doing as they should. The parents does not leave them. They constantly are tracking them. So that's, they should be, but you also have to interact with them. Okay, so thanks a lot all of you for listening, and any other questions, you all are welcome. Okay, so thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
May I can
Yes.
may I conclude your lecture today?
Yes.
It's a lesson for all the listeners. Do your fellowship first.
Yes.
From wherever you belong to, whichever country you belong to, do your fellowship, then think to move forward in any other country, and then the things and the system will be open for you.
Sure.
Anywhere in the world, like UK or Ireland or Middle East or Saudi and anywhere else. So better to do your fellowship first.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's my message. That's my message, because
Yes,
sometimes
that's
what
your message.
what
And
we say in our language, asman se gira khajur mein atka. So we just try to escape
yes,
from the reality, and actually we are ended
Yeah.
up in having in a bigger trouble than it would be.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for your comment, Dr. Asif. Okay, everyone. Bye. Assalamu alaikum.